Welcome to Heart of America Action Basketball. We have Baker University against the Central Methodist University Eagles. We are in Fayette at Puckett Fieldhouse for this Heart matchup conference-wise. Teams come in. Baker comes in with a record of 4-3 overall, 3-2 in the conference. The Eagles come in 4-2 and 3-2 in the conference. Lady Eagles a little short-handed tonight as Nana Massanet has tweaked the knee a little bit, and they are being very precautious with her. As a precaution, they are not going to let her play for a little while until that thing is completely healed up. So it may be second semester before she's back in action. We're here tonight. We'll be here Saturday, and then we're back here one day next week as well for Heart action. It's Baker University tonight. The Wildcats in town take on Mike Davis and his Lady Eagles. This is Charlie Brown. I will have the play-by-play for you, as we'll pop up the scoreboard so you can see that for what it is. Hard action. Both teams looking to improve their record. One of them will be 4-2 at the end of this in hard action. The other one will be 3-3. Lady Eagles come off a victory over Park University. And again, a little short-handed, but last time I was here, they were short-handed in that Massanet was not in the lineup then as well. That's 21 points that are gone out of the lineup in scoring for her, as she is averaging 21.7 per game. And the last time I was here, it was the other players that picked it up. Leah Johnson scored a whole bunch of points. Zariah Jones came in at point, took over, did a fabulous job, as I don't think she had, if she had one turnover, that would have been it in the ball game, as she ran the offense in the absence of Massanet. Did a fabulous job. Others picked up the pace as well. Michelle Nichols had a nice ball game. Vonda Kwamba had a good ball game, so we'll see if the Lady Eagles can find a way to pick up some more points from their bench and from their other starters to make up for that loss of 21 points that Massanet does not give to them tonight. So we're just about 7 minutes away. We're going to run a couple of commercials, come back. We'll have the prayer, national anthem, and starting lineups when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
At last, an approach to teaching and learning that connects the traditional classroom to the real world at Central Methodist University. Now you can learn the way you live and the way you'll work with the new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
How do you make traditional education more effective for today's job market? You transform it. Now the only limit to your education is your imagination. The new Digital U at Central Methodist University. Be more.
At last, an approach to teaching and learning that connects the traditional classroom to the real world at Central Methodist University. Now you can learn the way you live and the way you'll work with the new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
How do you make traditional education more effective for today's job market? You transform it at Central Methodist University. Now the only limit to your education is your imagination. The new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
Back at Puckett Fieldhouse, Fayette, Missouri, Baker University Lady Wildcats, Central Methodist University Lady Eagles. After you've seen ads from Central Methodist, I want to also say that we'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for their continued support of CMU Athletics: MFA Oil, the Braun Home, Jennings Premium Meats, Community Auto Sales and Service, Airlink, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber, Howard County Electric, and Commercial Trust Company. Those are our partners that make these broadcasts possible from here in Fayette. Again, this is Charlie Brown. I will have action for you. I will be on the call for both ball games tonight, also doing a little double duty, doing the production that goes with it. So students are gone for the most part, except for athletes here, as I think finals have concluded or are concluding within the next day or so. A lot of students did not come back after the break. In fact, the only students I think that are here are athletes and the staff that goes along with that. Everybody else is finishing up virtually. So we're just about set to go. We just got a little over a minute. You see the clock counting down on the scoreboard there. That scoreboard will keep you up to date with everything that's going on in this ball game. Timeouts. Does everything but tell you the number of fouls, and I'll tell you that if need be, and I think it may even do that underneath the names of the teams. But it has been a beautiful day here in central Missouri. We got up to 70 degrees this afternoon on a December day, so a lot of golf courses got used today and some other things outside got done today. So we're almost set to go. We've got starting lineups for you, but we'll wait for the PA guy to do that as well. Again, the Eagles without Nana Massanet, leading scorer at 21.7 as she has tweaked the knee a little bit. And for precautionary measures, they have decided to let her rest for this big second half push of the season. Everybody's battling the corona issue. And so far, so good. We're down under 30 seconds, and we will have the prayer. And when we do the prayer and the national anthem, we'll turn over to the PA announcer to do that. And it looks like that is the venerable Larry Anderson, Hall of Fame member here at Central Methodist. Football player, athletic director, football coach, admissions director, in-class professor in the Hall of Fame here at the Hairston Hall of Fame on the campus of Central Methodist University. As he's getting ready, he will read an announcement from the Heart regarding sportsmanship. So we will get with that, sir. They're talking about keeping their distance and their masks and all of that, which we're all aware of the issues that are going on. So we will do that as the Lady Eagles spread out a little bit in front of their bench. You can see them on the far right side of your screen. Everybody over at the scorer's table has a mask on as they're within 6 feet of each other. They're doing the corporate sponsors as well that we do as well. 5:31, and we have yet to start, but that's all right. We're hoping for good, quick ball games tonight that are played well. So they're going to do the prayer and the anthem, so we'll turn it over to Larry Anderson for that.
Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes. Protect them from injury and harm. Help us to honor you today in all we do on and off the court, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
All right, so we're done with that, and we'll have the starting lineups coming up for you right now. And we'll get the starting at one guard, a 5'10 sophomore from Odessa, Missouri. Number 0, Kinley Grubb. I am looking. Number 12, Macy Frost, a 5'7 sophomore guard out of Baldwin City, Kansas. Abby Bird, their leading scorer, 5'11 senior forward out of Overland Park, Kansas. 32, Sarah Oka, a 5'10 guard from Logrono, Spain. And 33, Emma Cunningham, a 6-foot freshman forward out of Andover, Kansas. For the Eagles, as Larry flips over his sheet.
Starting for your Central Methodist Lady Eagles, who enter this contest with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses, 3 and 2 in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. Left guard, a 5'3 senior, number 2, Zara Jones.
5'3 senior guard from Seattle, Washington. Number 2, Zariah Jones. A 5'7 junior guard out of Denver, Colorado. Number 11, Armani Pulling. A 5'11 junior forward out of Maputo, Mozambique, Vanda Kwamba. A 5'10 senior guard out of Auckland, New Zealand. Number 14, Michelle Nichols. And a 5'9 junior guard from Montebello, California, number 21, Nat Spiegel. So there's your starting lineups. As it's Grubb, Frost, Bird, Oka, and Cunningham. Jones, Pulling, Kwamba, Nichols, and Spiegel. We're about set to go. Officials are on the floor. Eagles break their huddle. It will be Emma Cunningham, a 6-foot freshman, to jump center. And we'll see if it's Kwamba that comes out to jump. Mike Davis has one more quick word with his girls, ladies, before they come out. And we will be underway. And it is Kwamba and Cunningham. First 10-minute period getting ready to start. Ball's in the air. Tip is controlled by Nichols of Central. Pulling with it. Kwamba inside. Turns to the hoop. Goes underneath. Knocked out of bounds by Grubb. It will stay with the Lady Eagles. 20 on the shot clock. Pulling to bring it in. Spiegel. Beyond the arc. Doesn't look for it. Wants to spin, go down in the lane. Gets it inside, but it's taken away, and out with the basketball comes Grubb. Oka has her pocket picked by Pulling. There's the first turnover, first steal. Armani Pulling with a 3, won't go, but Kwamba with a rebound. She's going to go to the hoop. Tries to get the pass to Nichols. It's knocked out of bounds. Off of Grubb. It will stay with the Lady Eagles. Still 21 on the shot clock as they're talking about all of that. Two officials on the side over here having a conversation about it. And they'll talk about resetting the clock to maybe a different thing than 21. That's 17. And we're back to action. Pulling to get the ball in. Nichols. Jumper from the baseline. Little strong. Won't go. Cunningham with a rebound down the floor. This is Grubb with the ball right wing. Oka. Bird, leading scorer, going to take it to the hoop. Kwamba. And a 3-second violation is called against Baker. Second turnover of the ball game for them. And Nichols with the basketball to Jones. Quickly up, pulling on the wing. Got Frost all over her. Long pass goes over the head of Jones and out of bounds. Ball was touched by somebody in the stands, so we're going to get a different basketball, and that one will be washed down. Sanitize for your own protection. This is Grubb to bring the ball in. And it comes to Oka. She's already had her pocket picked once by Pulling, and Pulling's looking to do it again. Kwamba jumps out on her. Ball's tipped, but it ends up back in the hands of Bird. She's going to go hoopward. Looks for a shot, can't get it. Oka down the lane against Pulling. Left-handed, puts it up, won't get it to go. And Nichols with a rebound. Ahead to Jones. Pulling now. Goes underneath the basket, loses a handle on it, goes out of bounds. It'll be over to Baker. Played a minute and a half, and we have no score. Timeout call. 75 years of coaching experience between the two coaches there. Oka brings it up on the run. Pulling almost takes it away from her again. She tries to pass it to Cunningham. This is Grubb. Looks inside, nowhere to go. Bird with it down the lane. Her first shot attempt blocked by Kwamba, but a foul called. And Abby Bird will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. She is the leading scorer for Baker, averaging 17.6. She's a 78% free throw shooter. In the air and good. And the first point of the ball game at 8:10, so a minute and 50 seconds expired in this period before somebody scored. I'm sure it'll pick up at this after this. Second free throw. Rattles around and falls as well. 2-0. And pressure from Baker. Nichols and Jones in the backcourt. Jones gets it across. Did a really fine job in the last ball game I was here for, running the offense inside. Taken away by Bird. She's going to head down the court. All the way over to Frost. Corner jumper on the way, going to come up short. And Kwamba with a rebound. Spiegel with it now. Going to cut to the basket. Lays it up, gets it to go. Nat Spiegel with her first 2 points, and we're tied at 2. This is Oka with the ball. Frost thought about a three, didn't take it. Looks for it, finds Bird. Guarded by Kwamba, who's already picked up a foul against her. This is Frost again. Cut to Oka, puts it up and in. 4-2 in favor of Baker. Tried to pass it inside to Pulling, but it ends up going all the way through. 3 ball from straight away by Nichols, no good. And Cunningham with the rebound. Oka in the corner. Frost. Oka. Bird. Grubb looks inside. Gets it inside. This is Cunningham. And she's going to be called for a travel. It's turnover number 3 for Baker. Checking into the ball game. Number 5, Savannah Lang, I think. Yep, that's Lang checking in for the Lady Eagles. She's at half court. Nichols, almost double dribbles, gets it across. Jones runs it down, slows things down now and looks for somebody. She got Kwamba on the baseline, misses it, gets her own rebound, has her shot partially blocked, gets it back again, kicks it out. Jones. Pulling into the corner. Lang just into the game. 3 on the way, won't go. Tipped around, and Oka comes down with the ball. Ahead it comes to Cunningham. Contact underneath, but no foul call. Up it goes. 6-2 in favor of Baker. Savannah Lang. Nichols. Into the corner. Baseline. Kwamba underneath, puts it up, can't get it to go. She's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. And I believe that foul will go on Emma Cunningham. It does. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Oh, they say first team foul. They already changed it. First personal, first team. Free throw good. 6-3. Got another sub ready to come in. Didn't make it in time to the scorer's table. That looks like 22, which would be Grace Isaacson. She'll come into the game now with it being 6-4. She replaces Cunningham. Isaacson is a 6-foot junior from Cumming, Georgia. Oka with Pulling, goes around Pulling to the hoop, lays it up and in. Pulling tripped, quickly down the floor. Kwamba all by herself, lays it up too hard, tipped, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Central. And a timeout called by Baker, as Baker's coach, Justin Rees, wants to know how the big girl from Central Methodist beat everybody back down the floor. And they'll have a conversation about that. 8-4, you see the score. Wildcats in the lead over the Eagles here on the Eagle Sports Network. One of the interesting things about COVID is there's so few fans here. You can hear the coaches quite easily what they're saying, and what Coach Reese just said was, "Get back." And he said it in an authoritative voice. So it's Lady Eagle basketball underneath their own basket. "20 seconds on the shot clock. I think now we're going to have another conference. Nope. They say play. Pulling to bring it in. Gets it into Nichols. She turns around, jumper on the way, and hits it. Nichols averaging 10.7 on the season. Her first 2 points of this game makes it 8-6. To the hoop, foul call. Grubb takes it to the hoop. Foul by Lang, I believe. Grubb will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. She is a 70.3% free throw shooter. Grubb from Odessa, Missouri. First free throw is good. Spiegel gets ready to check back in. She's at the scorer's table. I don't know why they didn't let her check in before this free throw. That one's missed. Nichols with a rebound. Jones has it. 9-6 in favor of Baker. Nichols. Jumper won't go, but Lang has the rebound, tries to get it in the corner to Kwamba. It's tipped and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Baker basketball as Spiegel checks back in. Leah Johnson checks in for the Eagles. And number 2, Demi Amold checks in for Baker. This is Oka. Pulling gets in front of her, almost knocks the ball away. Amold. And there's a travel called as Isaacson took a step before she got the ball on the floor. So another turnover against Baker. Their 4th turnover of the ball game. Lady Eagles with 4 turnovers already. 9-6, and we're halfway through this first period. Lang in the lane. Turns, can't find anybody. Gets it over, Pulling with a 3 in the air, won't go. And a rebound by number 10 into the ball game. That's Lee Van Wielden. Bird with the ball. Got a serious mismatch with Johnson on her, and there's a foul called underneath as Isaacson took the ball to the hoop. Foul will go on Johnson. I don't think Johnson was supposed to be guarding Bird. I would think that would fall to one of the other players on the team. First free throw by Isaacson is no good. Isaacson is an 83% free throw shooter. She makes it. 4 of 6 from the free throw line for Baker so far. Spiegel. Lang. to a cutting Spiegel down the lane. Can't get it to go, but there's Johnson, and she's going to be fouled, and we'll see if that goes on Bird from behind. Ashley Griffin, number 21, grabs the foul. And I'm looking for her, and I don't even see, they say 22 now. That's Grace Isaacson. First free throw rolls around and falls. Second one comes up short. Two players fight over it. Oka comes out with it, kicks it ahead down the floor, all the way across into the corner. That was Arnold. Oka, Bird, and they do want Johnson on Bird. Arnold again, Bird on the side, steps around, free throw line, can't get the jumper to go. Three on the way, off the rim, no good. And Johnson with a rebound, and she's fouled by Isaacson, and that's 2 fouls on Isaacson since she's come into the ball game. And Cunningham will jump up off the bench and come back in. Grubb also checks back in for Baker. 10-7. Low scoring first quarter. Spiegel. Nichols to the hoop. Pulling, going to take it back top. Kicks it all the way over to Spiegel. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Lang, little jumper in the lane, can't get it to go, and Grubb comes out with a rebound. Kinley Grubb gives it off to Sarah Oka. Van Wielden, three from outside, and good by Arnold. Biggest lead of the ball game for Baker at 6. Spiegel. Nichols with a three from the corner, won't go, rattles around. Cunningham with a rebound. Oka. Bumped at half court, no foul called. Van Wielden has a three lined up, won't go, and Pulling's going to let it go out of bounds. It'll be Central basketball right in front of their own bench. Jones back in. And Lang checks out. Jones runs the show again out in front. 2-3 defense. Zone employed. Nichols with a three from outside. And a foul called as the ball was going up. It'll go against Baker. Wait for them to put it up on the board. That's foul number 4 in this period. Spiegel. Johnson baseline jumper. Can't get it to go. Cunningham with a rebound. The foul was on Arnold. That's her first personal foul. Grubb to the basket. Kicks it back out. Cunningham against Johnson. Up in the air and good. 15-7. Johnson inside. That's a much better place for her to be than where she was. Left hand up and in over Cunningham. She's got 3 in the ball game off the bench, and it's 15-9 in favor of Baker. And a foul, kick ball. It'll stay with Baker. 21 on the shot clock. 1:52 to go here in this first period. Grubb inbounds to Emery Joseph just into the ball game. 5'3" sophomore from Morgan City, Indiana. That basket was by Arnold. She's got, they took it off. She had 3. And there's Spiegel with a shot that's partially blocked. It'll stay with Central. Kwamba back in. Pulling into Johnson. Turns in the lane, backs up and called for a travel. 1:22 to go, 18-9. Joseph with the basketball, almost loses a handle on it. Cunningham from the corner with a three on the way and good. 20-9 with a minute to go. Spiegel, Lady Eagles have got to find somebody that can score. Kwamba. Jones has a three straight up. Won't go. Kwamba battles for the rebound, but out comes Joseph with it. And Kwamba with a foul, and that's her second personal foul. That's the fourth team foul of the period. Coach Davis changes up his defense a little bit. Looks like they're going to go to a zone of some sort. So Joseph with the ball, bringing it up the court. Grubb steps through, tries to find the ball underneath, does. It's stripped away. As Van Wielden had it, knocked away from her. Jump ball, 41 seconds to go. Alternate possession goes back to Baker. .9 and 19 on the shot clock. Into Cunningham in the corner. And Demi Arnold hits another one. Another three-pointer. Spiegel all alone. Pulling with a three from outside and hits one. Her first points of the game. Shot clock off. Game clock at 15 as we are finishing out this first period of play. 23-12. This is Almond with it. Arnold. Into the corner. Looking for a drive. Can't get it. Cunningham. Arnold with a three on the way. Won't go. And that's how the first period's going to end with the score. 23-12. So in the first period, Johnson with three for the Lady Eagles, and then 2 points apiece for Spiegel, Nichols, Kwamba. And we got another three somewhere. Where did it come from? They haven't put it up on the board yet. Oh, I think Pullings hit a three. That's what it was. Yep. So on the other side, on the Baker side, 6 points for Demi Arnold. Off the bench, 6 points for Emma Cunningham. 4 points for Sarah Oka. 4 points for Kinley Grubb. 2 points for Grace Isaacson. And 1 point for, or 2 points for Abby Bird, rather, and 1 for Isaacson. So that's how the first period will end. It's 23-12 in favor of Baker. It will be Central basketball to start this second period of play. We'll get you the players on the floor for just a second. Jones, Pulling, Kwamba, Spiegel, and Johnson for the Eagles. Arnold, Emery Joseph, Cunningham, Bird, and I can't see the number of the last player that's out there. Grubb. Inside it goes. Johnson spins into the lane, puts it up, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, puts it up, partially blocked, and Bird comes down with the rebound. Abby Bird to Grubb, back to Bird, skips it all the way around, goes to the corner, three in the air, and good. That's Arnold again, and she's got 9 off the bench, 3 3-pointers, and the lead swells to 14. Inside to Johnson. Spiegel. Kwamba. Jones. Spiegel. Corner Pulling. She's got a 3. She's fouled as the ball goes up. That's Bird with the foul. Her first personal foul. Armani Pulling will go to the free throw line and shoot 3. Michelle Nichols to check in. Johnson to check out. So funny to hear Larry Anderson talking with a mask on. First free throw by Pulling is good. She's got 4. 13-point advantage. Second free throw also good. She's going to hit the hat trick here with all 3 of them. She is an 84% free throw shooter on the season. She doesn't. But Nichols gets the rebound inside. Put the ball up, young lady. Pulling with a 3 from outside, or flip it out to Pulling, and she can get a 5-point trip down the floor. 2 free throws and a 3, and it's 26-17. It's under 10. Joseph. Grubb. Backs up. 3 in the air for her. No good. Spiegel had it, but it's going to go off Amold out of bounds. Oka checks back in for Baker. 26-17. A little more pressure. Nichols and Jones play catch. Jones going to bring it across. Crossover. Back to Nichols. Drives down. Pulls back out. Looks inside. Wants Pulling. Can't find anybody. Gets it to Jones. Underneath to Kamba. Kwamba misses the first time. Gets it the second time. Scores, and she's fouled. Vonda Kwamba with a basket. She's got 4, and she's going to go to the free throw line to try and finish the old-fashioned 3-point play. 26-19 as it's been trimmed to 7. It was 14 not long ago. 26-20. Another sub coming in. This will be 21. That's Ashley Griffin, a 6'1 junior from Corinth, Texas. Cunningham checks out. Amold. Grubb, top of the key. Oka. Amold. They're paying attention to her. Ball flipped out of her hands, but ends up in Grubb's hands. Top of the key. Bird's going to take a 3 from there. Rims out no good. Just into the ball game and putting it back up and in is Griffin. Jones with a runner down the lane, banks it too hard. Bird with a rebound, 28-20. 7:55 to go here in period number 2. Sarah Oka with the ball. Lady Eagles have gone to a zone. Bird's got another 3 lined up, won't go. Nichols with a rebound. Not in a hurry. Pulling, trying to find her way through traffic. Nichols into the corner, baseline move. Kwamba can't get it to go, and we've got a late whistle and a foul called. Be a couple of free throws. Foul goes on Griffin, her first personal foul. Pulling at the line where she just made 2 out of 3. Or this is Kwamba at the line. She shot a couple of free throws already, I believe. She's 2 for 2. And I hexed her. She misses that one. Lady Eagles got it down to 6. They trail by 8 with this second free throw on the way. Rattles around and falls. Football score of 28-21. Tried to get a sub into the ball game, but the officials do not allow it as play is continuing on. Amold. Oka. Inside to Bird. Nice interior passing. Deflected away from Griffith. Griffin, sorry. Frost back into the ball game. Run it to the baseline, to the corner. Bird with another 3 lined up. That one's no good as well. Griffin with a rebound, tied up. It will be Baker basketball on the alternating possession, and Leah Johnson checks back in for the Lady Eagles. Nichols checks out. 7:13 to go. Bird in the corner. Frost, top of the key, looks around. Now man defense by the Lady Eagles. Oka cuts through. Bird with a height advantage on Jones. 5 on the shot clock. Grubb to the hoop, puts it up, can't get it to go, and Johnson reaches out and gets the rebound. Gives it up to Jones, and Lady Eagles down the court. Spiegel Nobody comes to get her, so she touches, puts the shot up. It goes off the rim and then goes off of Johnson and pulling both and goes out of bounds, and it'll be Baker basketball. Isaacson back in with her 2 fouls. Bird checks out. This is Oka with the basketball. Little jumper won't go, and Johnson with another rebound. Spiegel. Going to take it right to the hoop. Nobody stops her. Kwamba. Jones. Pulling. Got a 3 lined up in the air. Off the rim. Doesn't get anything and goes out of bounds. So Armani Pulling misses that one. Not sure she scored much in the first quarter, but she's got 8 points now. She got a 3. Got fouled on a 3. Made a couple of free throws and then made a 3. All in the same trip down the floor. Oka almost loses it, gets it back, almost loses it, gets it back. Nice pass inside, up and in, basket counts. That's Isaacson. She's got 3 in the ball game, and the foul will go on Nat Spiegel with the foul. Her first personal foul. Isaacson finishes up the 3-point play, and it's back to a 10-point advantage. Got it down to 6, back to 10. Spiegel looks at a 3, doesn't take it. Nichols, Jones. Spiegel in the lane, tries to pass it through, but it's tipped and goes out of bounds. Baker player thought it went off a Central player and was headed down the court, has to retreat underneath their own basket. Comes into Johnson. She's called for a travel. She tried to find the footwork to get to the hoop. Don't know what that's all about. Kwamba comes back in. Johnson goes out. And we're back to playing ball with 5:45 to go here in the second period. Isaacson, quick over to the side. And another 3-pointer by Van Wielden this time. Lang, ball fake to the hoop. Too hard, can't get it to go. Missing easy shots, missing shots short distance. And it's a 13-point advantage. Inside it goes. Isaacson puts it up, can't get it to go as Kwamba bothered it. Tipped around. Nichols steals the ball. Ahead it comes to Lang. Ball fakes, lets traffic go by, puts it up and in. Savannah Lang with a basket. Her first 2 points. 34-23. Oka. Van Wielden. Onto the side it goes. Back to Oka. Steps in. Over on the side. That's Frost with the basketball. Tipped away by Lang, but in control is Baker. Isaacson in the lane, can't get it to go. And Jones with a rebound. Ahead to Lang. Ball fake, gets it to Spiegel. Nichols looks inside. She will shoot a 3. Gets it to Lang. Jones doesn't take it. Spiegel looks at a 3. She got Kwamba on the baseline, but she finds Nichols instead. Shot too hard, and Isaacson with a rebound. Frost, or this is Oka down the court. All the way across. That's Frost in the other corner. 3 on the way and good. And a timeout called by Central. 5 of 11 on 3-pointers is Baker right now, and the lead is back to 14. Central 2 of 10 on 3-pointers. So 4:12 to go here in this second period of play. It was 23-12 at the end of the first period. So Baker's outscored Central in this period, 14-11. It was an 11-point advantage. Now it's a 14-point advantage as Coach Davis tries to find the right combination of players on the court. 7 turnovers. That's a big issue for the Lady Eagles. That, and they're shooting 24% from the floor as opposed to 50% from the floor for Baker. Central out rebounding Baker, 2017 at this point. Got some new players in the ball game for the Eagles. Vanessa Hughes, number 1. Also in the game is Hannah Adams. And Camino Telez into the ball game, along with Lang and Kwamba. So this is Adams to bring the ball up the floor. Telez. Lang. Adams. Corner it goes. Hughes with a 3 from the corner. Hits it. Vanessa Hughes into the ball game for about 10 seconds. 3 points on the board for her. 3:53 to go. Arnold with it. Isaacson looks for a cutter. Finds one right down the lane. But missing the chippy. And then over the back is Griffin with the foul. As Van Wielden missed the layup. And the foul on the rebound. That's the 3rd team foul. And that's the 2nd personal foul on Griffin. And she's going to check out. Bird back in. So Hughes inbounds to Adams. She looks at Coach Davis to find out. Telez on the right wing. Back to Adams. Looks for somebody to flash. Hughes runs it down all the way across. Telez. Kwamba on the baseline, has it go off of her hands and out of bounds. Back to Baker. Bird to bring it in. 3:19 to go. 11-point advantage for Baker. Armold against Adams. And Adams will foul her on the way down the floor. That's only team foul number 2 against the Eagles, and that'll be the first foul on Hannah Adams. Telez guarding Van Wielden, who was just trying to get to the ball to take it out of bounds. Bird gets the ball. It's tipped away. Isaacson. Arnold with a 3. That one's going to rim out no good. Tipped around. And Telez with a rebound. In the corner. Lang spins to the hoop. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. A lot of short shots being missed. Arnold with a rebound. Isaacson inside. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out. Frost with it. Looks back inside to Isaacson. She gets it. Finds a double team when she gets there. We've got a jump ball, and it'll be Central basketball on the alternating possessions as Armani Pulling gets ready to check back in. Lang will check out. Hughes, Adams, Lang, Pulling, and Kwamba. And getting ready to check back in is Grubb. So it's Arnold, Frost, Grubb, Bird, and Cunningham. Nope. On the floor. Nope. And there's a foul. Frost with the foul. Van Wielden, the 5th player on the floor. That's foul number 5, so we're in the bonus now. Camino Telez at the line. Her first free throw of the season. First point in this ball game, back to 10. And 9 as she makes both of them. 2:30 to go here in the second period. Arnold. Grubb. Finds a cutter going through. Puts it up and can't get it to go again. They've missed several short shots. And that's Van Wielden, who missed a short shot a minute ago, gets her own rebound and gets fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. Camina Telez with her first personal foul of the ball game. First free throw is good by Van Wielden. She's an 83% shooter, and I knew that eventually I would jinx her. Hughes almost lost the ball. Gets it to Pulling. Pulling going to beat to the hoop, puts it up too hard. That's been a common thread, too hard. And Bird out on the run. Grubb with it now. Arnold looks up at the clock. Under 2. Grubb to the hoop. Scoop shot. Can't get it to go. Everybody missing shots inside. Contested, but still very makeable. Pulling with it. Backs up a little bit. Thought about a 3. Kwamba underneath. Bumps her way to the hoop. Can't get it to go. As Bird held her ground. And she's got the ball, bringing it up the floor. Kwamba needs to be careful. She's got 2 personal fouls. Grubb. Arnold, who's got 3 threes in this ball game. Van Wielden. Grubb. Ball fake. Tries to go by Pulling. Spins to the hoop. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Pulling tips it. And it goes out of bounds. It will stay with Baker. As Oka gets ready to check back in. 108. 10-point advantage by Baker. Officials on the outside going to have a little chat. They're going to have put 20 on the shot clock with 1:08 to go here. We'll have halftime stats for you, and you're going to find them. Bird pushes, and there's an offensive foul called as she cleared space a little bit. Adams took the charge, the push. And Lady Eagles can dip into this and get it back to single digits. Hughes. Tellez. Pulling, wants to go down the lane, loses a handle on it. She's got it. Wants a timeout, but we'll have a jump ball, I think, called instead. And it'll be Baker basketball. Demi Arnold, bring it up. Knocked off a Grubb's foot by Hughes. That's only team foul number 4, I believe, against the Lady Eagles. First foul on Hughes. 20 on the shot clock. Pulling and Arnold told to cut out the nonsense by the official. And that's Arnold with the ball right there. Oka. Bird cuts, gets the ball. Kwamba playing defense. Hughes underneath. Put back up and in off the missed shot by Van Wielden. 12 points. Disadvantage for the Lady Eagles. They have the ball. And there will be a foul called as Pulling tries to go to the hoop. She'll go to the line and shoot 1-and-1 bonus, or 2 shots, rather. Lang will check in, and probably Kwamba will check out because she's got 2 fouls. And Kwamba does check out. Don't want to pick up the 3rd foul with 15 seconds, under 15, 14.4. 2 free throws for Pulling on the way. First one is good. She's an 84.2% free throw shooter. She's got 9 points in the game so far. Armani Pulling. Second free throw, also good. She's in double figures with 10. Oka. Pressure in the backcourt. That's Adams after her. Crossover, falls down on the floor. Gets up, over into the corner. Van Wielden going to take it to the hoop, and she's going to be fouled with 1.3 to go. That'll go on Vanessa Hughes, her second personal foul. Bird will check out for this last 1.3. Van Wielden at the line to shoot 2. She is an 83% free throw shooter. She makes it. She's got 7 in the game off the bench. I don't think she averages that much as we will look about 6.9, so she's already over her average. Long throw, intercepted, 3 on the way at the buzzer, halfway down and rattles back out as almost put a 3 up on the board at halftime, so 42-30 is our halftime score. We're going to take a break, run our 4-minute set of ads, and then I'll do stats while those are going on, and when we come back, we'll have those for you here on the Eagle Sports Network. So come back in just a couple of minutes as we'll have all of that for you as we go here on the Eagle Sports Network.
New Digital U at Central Methodist University. Be more.
At last, an approach to teaching and learning that connects the traditional classroom to the real world at Central Methodist University. Now you can learn the way you live and the way you'll work with the new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
How do you make traditional education more effective for today's job market? You transform it at Central Methodist University. Now the only limit to your education is your imagination. The new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
Halftime. Baker with a 42-30 advantage over the Lady Eagles. I want to thank our corporate sponsors and our individuals. AirLink Rural Broadband is your local wireless and fiber internet provider. Family owned and operated with coverage options in Sheraton, Howard, Saline, and surrounding counties. Interested in wireless or fiber service? Visit us at airlink123.com for info on all of your internet needs. Community Auto Sales and Service is a one-stop shop for all of your automotive needs, from brakes, tires, and oil changes to front-end alignments, engine repairs, batteries, and state inspections. They have everything and can do anything to keep you on the road safely. Proud supporter of Eagle Athletics. And our corporate sponsors are MFA Oil, the Braun House, Jennings Premium Meats, Community Auto Sales and Service, AirLink, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber, Howard County Electric, and Commercial Trust Company. So 42-30 is the score, and we'll get that off the board in a second, and then we will put this up and let you see the information about the first half of play as to how that kind of unfolded as it comes up on your screen right there. Field goal percentage, Baker shooting 42.4 from the floor. That is 14 of 33. Central 23.5%. That's 8 of 34. Free throw percentage, 72.7 for Baker, as they are 8 of 11. Central 11 of 14 from the free throw line for 78.6%. Three-pointers, this is a big issue. Baker 6 of 13 for 46.2%. Central 3 of 11 for 27.3%. Rebounds, 25 for Baker, 23 for Central. Central was ahead in that category until the very end of the period. And in offensive rebounds, 10 for Central, 7 for Baker. Turnovers, 9 for Central and 7 for Baker. Leading scorers in the ball game, Pulling with 10 for Central. Arnold with 9 for Baker. Rebound leader, Vonda Kwamba with 6. Emma Cunningham with 4 for Baker. Assist leader, Oka with 3. And Pulling with 1. As the assist category, Baker has 10 assists in the ball game, Central with 4. So that's part of it. And the turnovers are in favor, unfortunately, of Central. So we'll clear that off the screen and get your scoreboard put back up so you can see what is going on, as there it is right there. It was 23-20 Baker at the end of one, 42-30 as they've outscored the Eagles by 11 in the first period and then 1 in the second period. Eagles got it back to 6 at one point in time, and then Baker stretched it right back out again. They've been very good, Baker has, from the three-point line, as evidenced by the fact that they're shooting better from the three-point line than they are overall in the ball game. Lady Eagles need to figure out somewhere to get some scoring from. As I look at their scoring on this, Armani Pulling with 10. And then after that, you get down to Vonda Kwamba with 6. And then 3 points for Vanessa Hughes, 3 points for Leah Johnson, 2 points for Nat Spiegel, 2 points for Michelle Nichols, 2 points for Savannah Lang, and 2 points for Camino Telez. For Baker, they are led in the ball game by Demi Amold. She's 3 for 4 from the three-point line with 9 points. Leah Van Wielden with 8. Those are both subs that did not start let me see if, yep, Amold did not start the ball game either, so those are points off the bench. And the points off the bench, 23-10 in favor of Baker. So after that, we get down to Cunningham's got 6. And then 4 points for Isaacson. 4 points for Sarah Oka. 3 points for Macy Frost. And then 2 points for Abby Bird, who's their leading scorer. Ashley Griffin with 2. And that is Kinley Grubb. I missed that she's got 4 points. So that's the scoring. Foul-wise, Hughes has got 2. Kwamba has 2 for Central. On the other side, Amold has got 2. Griffin has got 3. Isaacson with 2. Bird with 2. So 5.5 to go before halftime is over. Men are out on the floor shooting for both sides. We'll have that ball game for you about 15 minutes. We'll be on the air about 15 minutes after this one ends. And then we'll have the men's game for you as well from here at Puckett Fieldhouse in Fayette. Both sides at 3-2 in the conference. Central 4-2 overall. Baker 4-3 overall coming into this. Central again without Nana Massanet and her 21.7 points per ball game. As Coach Davis says, she may not play again this semester as they're going to be really careful with her, and she's tweaked her knee a little bit. They want to make sure she's okay for second semester when they make a big push. Coach Davis also has some more players who will be eligible at semester. So when they come back in January for ball games, they will have another 3, 4, maybe even 5 players available to kind of meld in with what they've already got. For the Lady Eagles, statistically, their leading scorer is Massanet, but she's not able to play tonight. So Pulling with averaging 17.8. Kwamba 11.7. Nichols 10.7. So when they're all healthy, they have 4 players in double figures. And Leah Johnson's knocking on the door with 9.7 points per ball game. Over on the Baker side, Abby Bird's their leading scorer, 17.6. Kinley Grubb with 11.6. Grace Isaacson off the bench, 9.4. Emma Cunningham, 7.6. Leah Van Wielden, who's got points in this ball game. As I look to see where she's at, she's got 8 points. She averages 7. Sarah Oka, 6.9, and then kind of drops off after that. But those are leading scores on both sides. Baker's ladies are back out with 3:06 to go, as you can see on the scoreboard on your screen. Central coming back. Coach Davis is out. His players are not back out yet. And here they come around the corner, as they'll have about 2.5 minutes to get loose before the second half will start. And I believe it will be Central basketball when the time comes. Again, thanks for joining us tonight on what was a beautiful day in mid-Missouri. got up to 70 degrees and sunny here today. We're here tonight for the doubleheader. We'll be back here on Saturday for a 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock doubleheader, just like this one. Women at 2, men at 4 against Mid-America Nazarene. And then next Tuesday we're here when Missouri Valley comes to town for a 5:30, 7:30. And that's the last scheduled games of first semester until we get back. Second semester will start. So 3 home games for the ladies and for the men to finish up first semester. Need to make hay with that. As we're not far away from the start of the second half. All right, so we're just about set to go. We're under a minute. Buzzer going to go. Everybody going to vacate the floor, and we'll be back to second half action. We'll see who the starters are that come out for both sides, and we'll identify those for you as we get set to go here in the third period of play. My cameraman on the fly coming back up. It will be Adams, Tellez, Pulling, Kwamba, and Johnson for the Eagles. Cunningham, Bird. We look for Grubb, Oka, and Frost. The original starters on the floor for Baker. Subs on the floor for the Lady Eagles. This is Hannah Adams. To Kwamba, out away from the basket. Back to Adams. Inside it goes to Johnson. She goes to the hoop, puts it up, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. Nice start for Leah Johnson. She's got 5 in the game. Tipped. Kwamba tips it away, but it ends up back in Oka's hands. Grubb, left wing. Baseline goes to the hoop. And she's going to be called for a travel as she found Leah Johnson in her way. And that is a fairly good-sized obstacle that she was not able to overcome. So the first 2 points gets it back to a 10-point ball game. Adams, Kwamba, Tellez. Pulling down the lane, jump shot on the way. Armani Pulling with 12 in the ball game, and it's down to single digits, 8 on a quick 4-0 run by the Lady Eagles. Coach Davis has found a combination that he likes. Bird, Kwamba, and a foul will be called, and that might go on Johnson. If it does, that's her second personal foul, and to the free throw line will go Abby Bird, and that's who it is. It is on Johnson. First team foul of the second half. Her second personal foul. Bird at the line. First free throw in the air and good. Bird is a 78% free throw shooter. She is 3 for 3, make it 4 for 4 in the ball game from the line. Pressure comes from Baker. Kwamba didn't dribble, got away with it. Tellez down, looks for somebody, gets it back out to Kwamba. Tellez in the corner, inside it goes to Johnson. She's going to go lane side, turns, puts it up, gets her shot blocked by Cunningham, but it will stay with the Lady Eagles. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. As Pulling will take it out of bounds. They reset the clock to 13. Tellez, Bird on her. Kwamba down the lane, out of control, banks it up too hard. Johnson tips it around. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Baker ball. We saw a lot of shots, interior shots in the first half by the Lady Eagles, too hard just off the glass and off the rim. Oka with pulling on her. To the basket, and it'll be a foul, and if it's Johnson, that's 3 on her for a block. It is her third personal foul, and they call it a shooting foul. So Oka at the line to shoot a pair. First one rattles around, no good. She is a 69.6% free throw shooter. Lead back to 10. Make it 11. Kwamba to take it out of bounds. Adams has it. Back to Kwamba. Back to Adams as they play catch back and forth. Kwamba can get across. She does. To Tellez. To Johnson underneath. Turns, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled. And that'll either be Cunningham or Bird. It goes on Abby Bird, her third personal foul, and Johnson at the free throw line. First free throw back of the rim, no good. Johnson, a 66.7% free throw shooter on the season. She will have the second one. It's in the air, no good, and we've got a lane violation, so she'll get another shot at it. And somebody from Baker stepped in too early. So Johnson, third free throw, back of the rim, no good, misses all 3. And Oka with the ball, pulling on her. Frost in the corner, back to Oka. Bird wants to go down the lane, skips it all the way over. That's Oka in the corner. Frost, Grubb. Back to Oka with pulling on her. Tries to go down the lane. Loses the handle on the ball. Tellez reaches down and picks it up. Kwamba goes by. Bird puts it up. Can't get it to go. Johnson with a rebound. Kicks it to the corner. Pulling with a ball fake. 3 in the air. Won't go. Long rebound to Frost. Tied up. It'll be Baker basketball, but a nice play by Adams to tie that up and get the alternating possession going the other direction. It'll be Baker basketball. Isaacson in. Also back into the game, Van Wielden for the Lady Wildcats. Oka going to be trapped in a really bad spot. She keeps her dribble alive, and she dribbles it out of bounds. So a turnover by Baker. Turnover number 9 in the ball game for them. Adams. Corner to side to Pulling. 3 on the way and good. Armani Pulling with 15 and a timeout called by Baker. Coach Reese says, why are you not guarding her? So we've got that. Let me tell you about our corporate sponsors and somebody in particular. AirLink Rural Broadband is your local wireless and fiber internet provider, family owned and operated with coverage options in Sheraton, Howard, Saline, and surrounding counties. If you're interested in wireless or fiber service, visit us at airlink123.com for information on all your internet needs. So we're back after that quick 30-second timeout. Be Baker basketball. Have to travel the length of the floor. It's Grubb to bring it in. Gets it to Van Wielen. Back to Grubb. Little pressure by the Lady Eagles. As Oka going to be trapped in the backcourt. She gets it to Grubb. Cunningham on the baseline. Puts a shot up. Can't go. Foul. Late whistle comes in, but a foul will be called. And it's on Vonda Kwamba. That's her third personal foul. She's got 3. Johnson's got 3. On the other side, Bird, who's not in the ball game right now, has 3. This is Cunningham at the line. She's got 2 free throws, 6 points in the ball game. First one rattles around and falls. Emma Cunningham, 81% free throw shooter. They've got some really nice averages. They shoot 76% from the free throw line. That one falls no good, and Kwamba with a rebound. And here comes Adams. 9-point advantage. Pulling with another three. That one's not going to be any good, but Kwamba fouls for the rebound. Tellez gets it, and a timeout called by Coach Davis in a hurry as his player had possession of the ball on the floor, and he wants to make sure he keeps possession as he's still got plenty of timeouts left in this. Community Auto Sales and Service is a one-stop shop for all your automotive needs, from brakes, tires, and oil changes to front-end alignments, engine repairs, batteries, and state inspections. They have everything and can do anything to keep you on the road safely. Proud supporter of Eagle Athletics, as are our corporate sponsors: MFA Oil, the Braun Home, Jennings Premium Meats, Community Auto Sales and Service, Airlink, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber, Howard County Electric, and Commercial Trust Company. Buzzer goes. Scorer for Baker at the table, trying to get everything straightened out with the official scorebook. Kwamba pulling with 15. Tellez has it go off of her hands out of bounds. Coach Davis not happy about that. Still a 9-point advantage. Cunningham to get the ball in, gets it to Grubb. Oka with the ball. Off the hands of Van Wielden and taken away by Adams. It's a jump ball. It will come back this way with the Lady Eagles. Rachel Nichols checks in. Leah Johnson checks out. Nichols comes in, native of Auckland, New Zealand. She brings it in, and it comes up the floor. Adams getting a lot of playing time in this game. Nichols into the corner. Tellez inside, goes to Kwamba. She makes a nice catch and gets it to go. Vonda Kwamba, 8 points for her, and it's down to a 7-point ball game. Close as the Lady Eagles have been since they had it down to 6 early on. Almond down the lane. Arnold misses the little floater in the lane. And here comes Adams pulling. Tried to fake away. Tries to get it inside. Gets it back. Puts it up. Scoops out no good. Kwamba with a rebound. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Again, and a foul will be called. Nice give and go. Adams and Kwamba. And Kwamba gets 2 offensive rebounds and a foul. Kwamba 4 for 5 from the free throw line. She'll get a pair here. First one scoops out, no good. Trying to get it back to 6. 5:52 to go here in period number 3. Second one comes up short. Isaacson with a rebound. Here comes Grubb. Right down the lane, loses the handle on it, gets it back, goes through her legs. Tellez has it, tied up. It'll be Baker basketball. But nice hustle as Camino Tellez doing a nice job battling on the floor. Grubb is leaving, and Tellez is following her to the bench where she needs to find who just came in. And into the ball game is Van Wielden. Isaacson in the corner. Bird. Looking at the scoreboard, Bird with 4 points and 3 fouls. She averages 17 plus. Arnold. Bird again. Pulling takes it away from Bird. Bird stays away from the foul, but Pulling's going to take it down, lay it up, and score. And it's a 5-point game and a timeout again by Baker. 46-41 as that 12-point halftime lead has been trimmed down to 5 here in this period. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back on the Eagle Sports Network in 30 seconds.
How do you make traditional education more effective for today's job market? You transform it at Central Methodist University. Now the only limit to your education is your imagination. The new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
Back at Puckett Fieldhouse, 46-41, 5:16 to go. Up here on press row, not a lot of fans in the stands. Got Quentin Norris up here with me checking out the ball game, keeping stats and stuff. So thank him for being here, keeping me company up here in the rafters. It's Tellez, Kwamba, Adams, Pulling, and Nichols on the floor right now for the Lady Eagles. Bird, Cunningham, Arnold, Van Wielden, and Griffin back into the ball game. She's got 3 fouls. Pressure by the Lady Eagles. Arnold with it. Tries to dribble through traffic. Tellez turns her, and there's a turnover quickly. Pulling with it. Takes it down, lays it up and in. Tellez, Adams, and Pulling with a triple team action and a steal and a quick basket, and it's down to 3. It's a one-possession game. Bird with the ball with Adams on her. Goes off of Cunningham's foot, but she retrieves the ball. Bird's got a size advantage that she can use against Adams, but she pulls up out by the three-point line. Around it goes. Arnold, baseline jumper goes. She's been good. That's her first 2-point basket in the ball game. She's got 3 threes, and it's back to 5. Armani Pulling. Behind the pick, pulls up, ball in the air, rims around, no good. Griffin with a rebound, tries to hand it off to Bird. She's fouled, and it goes on Kwamba. That's her 4th personal foul. Grubb back in, Cunningham out. Coach Davis directing traffic. Grubb into Bird. Bird with the ball. Bring it up. 4:15 to go here in third period. Past Adams to the hoop. Lays it up. Can't get it to go. Tipped around. It ends up in Almond's hands. And it goes out of bounds off Central. As Almond with it. And now they'll have to switch basketballs if the official saw that, which he didn't. Kwamba checks out. Johnson checks in. Griffin in the corner. 14 on the shot clock. Grubb hadn't shown a propensity to want to shoot a 3. Arnold will. She's going to drive to the basket again. Gets her shot blocked, but she'll go to the free throw line. And it looks like Tellez perhaps with that foul. And it will be Demi Arnold, 5'6" freshman from Wellsville, Kansas, at the free throw line. Her first free throws of the ball game. She's got 11 points in the game. But her first free throws. As Oka checks back in. First free throw good. 13 of 18 in the ball game for Baker from the line. Central 11 for 18. Back to a 6-point advantage. Make it 7. Adams with it. Nichols. Pulling. Down the lane. Tellez. Passes the 3. Gets knocked down. And a foul will be called. Officials confer about which one the foul was and whether it was on the floor. It was on the floor, and the foul will go against Ashley Griffin, that's her 4th personal foul. She's got 4. Kwamba's got 4. Kwamba's on the bench. Griffin's in the ball game, and she has not played that much to pick up 4 fouls. Lady Eagles need a basket. Down 7. They got it to 3. Back to 7. Spiegel back into the game, has it. Nice little pass to Johnson underneath. Blows the bunny, gets it back and puts it up and in. Leah Johnson with 7 in the game now. 5-point advantage for Baker. This is Grubb bringing the ball up the floor. And a foul will be called on Nichols. And that will send Grubb to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Grubb 1 for 2 in the ball game. She shoots 76.3% from the line on the season. First one is good. They've been very good from the free throw line. Second one also good. Back to 7. Adams. Nichols. Back to Adams. Cross half court. Pulling on the right wing. Spiegel at the free throw line. Ducks under. Goes to the hoop. Tries a little scoop shot. Can't get it to go. Johnson with a rebound. Muscles it back up. Can't get it to go, but she's going to pick up a foul on a Baker player, and she'll go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. Isaacson with the foul, her second. Cunningham checks back in. Isaacson checks out. That's Isaacson's 3rd personal foul. Johnson, free throw line, hits this one. She's 2 for 5 from the line. She's got 8 in the ball game, pulling with 19, leading the Lady Eagles. Second free throw also good. And it's back to 5. Arnold. Grubb. Nichols waits for her to come across. Here comes pulling to double team. Adams with a double team instead. Nichols. Helter-skelter all over the floor. Arnold with a jumper and good. She's been very good. She's got 15 in the game, and it's knocked out of bounds by Arnold. It'll stay with Central. Sideline stack. Spiegel with it, 2:47 to go. Pulling with a 3 in the air. Rim no good, and it hits the top that gets score clock, so it's a dead ball. It'll be Baker basketball. Lang gets ready to check in. Officials blow the whistle, and she will get into the ball game. Savannah Lang checks in. Pulling checks out. This is Grubb. Sophomore Kinley Grubb down the lane. Arnold in the baseline, and they need to pay attention to where she's at because she is just absolutely killing it right now. She's 5 of 7 from the floor, and there's a steal by Grubb as the lead's back to 9. Arnold is over here all by herself. Now Spiegel closes in on her. Cunningham in the lane. Back out. Van Wielden from the corner, a 3 goes off and out of bounds. He'll stay with Baker. Crowd doesn't like that very much. As Jones gets ready to check back in for the Lady Eagles. And Lang checks out. And I'm sure Jones was told to stay very close to number 2 in the blue. And the pass, inbounds pass, is over Cunningham's head out of bounds. It's a turnover. It'll go to Central with 2:08 to go. 9-point advantage. Central gets it down to 5, and it goes back up to 9. Here's Adams. She's been in the entire second half. This whole period, she ended up first half on the floor, and she's been out there ever since. Nichols, corner to Jones. Adams. Johnson, high post. Nichols around, spins, looks inside. She got Johnson. If you can get it to her on the side, there it is. Spiegel Underneath, goes underneath the basket, flips it up and underneath and good. Nat Spiegel with her 4th point of the ball game. It's down to 7. Three in the air and good by Van Wielden. Jones looks inside, picked by Johnson, comes around it. Spiegel into the corner. Nichols with a 3. To the basket, throw it up, and a foul will be called. Grubb will go to the free throw line. She'll shoot a pair. 7-point advantage, 41.2 to go. First shot is good. Second free throw. Also good. 17 of 22 from the free throw line. Pulling, tries to go down the lane, loses a handle on it, and it's called a kick. It was actually a step on rather than a kick on Emery Joseph. 10-second difference between shot clock, game clock. 9-point advantage. Spiegel inside, puts it up too hard. Johnson with a rebound, scores, and she's fouled. Johnson at the line. Good, completes the 3-point play. Back to 6. This is Oka in the backcourt, knocked away. Telez to the hoop, can't get it to go, tipped around, she gets it back. 18 on the game clock. Jones pull it out. Lady Eagles going to get the last shot. Be down at worst by 6. Could be down 4. Could be down 3. Jones around the pick. Needs to go with 5 on the clock. Telez, 3 on the way. Halfway down, it spins out. Pulling gets the rebound, but the time expires. And we're at the end of the third quarter. 61-55 is the score now. And we'll take a quick break and be back with the fourth quarter right after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At last, an approach to teaching and learning that connects the traditional classroom to the real world at Central Methodist University. Now you can learn the way you live and the way you'll work with the new Digital U, available only on the campus of CMU. Be more.
Fourth period getting ready to start here in Fayette. 12-point halftime lead cut in half by the Lady Eagles, 61-55, as we get ready to go to period number 4. And Lady Eagles without their top scorer. Learning how to score, get some scoring from other places. Armani Pulling is the one that's doing the damage right now. She's got 19. Leah Johnson off the bench has got 12. Be Central basketball. Spiegel, Jones, Calez, Pulling, and Johnson on the floor for the Lady Eagles. They could score here. That would be a big thing to cut that lead down to make it a one-possession game. Pulling going to take it down the lane. Little runner can't go, but Johnson with the rebound. Puts it up, can't get it to go. Gets it back. Fouled as she tries to put the shot up. Doesn't go, but she's going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair, and I think that foul will go on Kinley Grubb. That's her first personal foul, first team foul of this fourth period. Johnson's first free throw rattles around, no good. She was 4 for 7 before that, 4 for 8. And she's a 66% free throw shooter. Second one goes. Arnold in for Baker. Emery Joseph on the floor. That's Bird with the ball. Oka. Grubb with it there. Down the lane. Runs into, but no foul called. And there's a foul that's going to go on Johnson, and that's her fourth. No foul with the contact before that, and then Johnson picks up foul number 4. Oh, they call it on Telez, which is a good thing for Central. That's her third foul. Not that picking up her third foul is a good thing, but Johnson not picking up her fourth foul is a good thing. Underneath the basket, and they're going to talk about who the foul was on. Nope, they're getting a towel. From where the bodies hit the floor. Going to get up the perspiration off the floor. This official's doing a wonderful job. If he continues on, he can get pretty much the entire that end of the floor. So he gets the towel, gets rid of the towel. Oka to bring it in. Underneath her own basket, 20 on the shot clock. Coming around the pick, nothing there. Coming around the pick on this side. Arnold with a 3 on the way, can't get it to go, and Telez with a rebound. Gets it to Pulling. Pulling up the floor. Spiegel with it now. Telez in the corner. All the way across, Jones has to elevate to get to it. Looks inside to Johnson. As soon as somebody clears out of the way, she'll be able to do that. Pass is picked off by Grubb. She tried to get it to Pulling in the corner. This is Bird into the corner. Grubb top of the key. Arnold steps through, and a foul will be called, and it's going to go on Pulling, I believe, and that'll be her first personal foul. Team foul number 2 as Kwamba gets ready to check back in, as does Isaacson. Johnson going to go out. Joseph goes out. Adams back in. Jones goes out. Arnold with it to Grubb. Bird. Look from straight away, can't go. Isaacson had the ball for a second. Kwamba takes it away from her and then throws the ball away as she was trying to get rid of it before she double dribbled or traveled. And she throws the ball into the Central bench. It's turnover number 12 for the Lady Eagles, 15 for Baker. That's helped Central get back in the ball game. There's another one as Spiegel picks the pocket in the lane. Going to go to the basket. Bird takes it away from her. Arnold has it. Ahead to Bird. Underneath to Grubb. Lays it up and in. Nice give and go. Pulling. On the move. Puts it up. Can't get the foul. Now she does get the foul called on the block. And Armani Pulling will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. She's got 19 in the game. Isaacson picks up the foul, her 4th of the game. And Macy Frost checks in. And Almold checks out. Griffin gets ready to check back in after this first free throw that crawls its way in. Or they're not going to buzzer in. Going to wait till after this free throw. Rims out, no good. Kwamba had a shot at it. Isaacson with the rebound. Grubb brings it up the floor. Into the corner. Bird, top of the key, left hand down the lane. Runs into Spiegel, and that's an offensive foul on Abby Bird, and that is her fourth personal foul. Griffin checks in. She comes in, I think, with 4 fouls. As soon as they get her up on the scoreboard, we'll soon see that. But that's 4 on Bird. Griffin does have 4. So 2 players from Baker on the floor with 4 fouls. Kwamba on the floor for the Eagles with 4. Pulling in the corner, thought about a 3, closed out. Ball knocked out of her hands, and it'll go out of bounds. Grubb knocked it out of there. It'll stay with Central. 17 on the shot clock. 6-point deficit. 7:53 to go here in the fourth period. Telez with it. Loses to Oka. One Spanish player loses to another one. Spiegel knocks it out of Oka's hands. It'll stay with Baker underneath the basket. Gets it into Bird. Got Adams on her. Wants to drive. Kicks it to the corner. Oka with a 3 on the way, won't go. Spiegel with a rebound. Adams on the floor underneath the basket with her arms out. Wants to know why there wasn't a foul call. She's got it now. Spiegel. Telez. Kwamba on the baseline. Had pulling flash and didn't see her. Telez. Adams pulling in the corner. She's going to go around, go into the lane, go to the hoop. Fouled on the floor. That's team foul number 3 against Baker. And we'll see who the foul is called on. Nichols back in, and it's on Griffin, and she fouls out of the ball game. Bird leaves. Isaacson back in, along with Van Wielden. Nichols has it. Baseline jumper good. Michelle Nichols with 7 in the ball game now, and it's a 4-point advantage. As close as Central's been in quite a while. Frost. Van Wielden straight up 3. Side of the rim, no good. Nichols with a rebound. Gets it to Adams. Can trim it down to 2 or to 1 with this trip. Pulling. Nobody on the inside. Everybody fanned out around the 3-point line. Nichols in the corner. Kwamba on the baseline. Spins around Isaacson. Puts it up. Comes up short. And Grubb with a rebound. And she throws it to nobody in particular. And Nichols with a foul as Van Wielden came back to pick up the ball. Team foul number 3. Personal foul number 3 on Nichols. 3 timeouts left for both sides. Grubb to get it in. Try to get it in. Still tries to get it in. And we have a whistle and a timeout called by Baker. We'll talk a little bit more about all of our corporate sponsors. That would be MFA Oil, the Braun Home, Jennings Premium Meats, Community Auto Sales and Service, Airlink, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber, Howard County Electric, and Commercial Trust Company. Thank our corporate sponsors for helping make these games possible. As we have 6:25 to go in this fourth quarter of play. 63-59. We played over 3.5 minutes. Baker has scored 2 points, and Central has scored 4 thus far. Baker's ball right in front of the scorer's table. Oka with the ball. Inside. Tipped. And it'll be out of bounds, and the officials look at each other and say it's Baker basketball. As Adams and Isaacson were battling for the ball. Oka gets it in. Long lob to Isaacson. Grubb back into Isaacson, and a foul on Nichols on the floor. That's her 4th personal foul. Team foul number 4. Both sides with 4 fouls here in this period. She's got 4. Kwamba's got 4. Isaacson's got 4 on the other side, as does Bird. Inbounds. Isaacson gets it, puts it up and in. Height advantage. She just gets it, shoots it over the top of her defender. Back to a 6-point game. Pulling with it. Looks for a pick. Got Kwamba to do that. Going to go to the basket. Steps through, puts it up. Can't get it to go, but Kwamba runs down the rebound. Kicks it back out. Spiegel pulling. Back down the lane. To the corner it goes, but it is intercepted. Ball was tipped and goes into the hands of Van Wielden, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Foul goes on Adams, her 2nd personal foul, and to the free throw line goes Van Wielden. 3 for 4 in the game for her. First free throw is good. Looking at their free throw numbers in the ball game, they are 19 of 24. Second one rattles around and falls, and it's now up to an 8-point advantage. Adams and Nichols in the backcourt against pressure. Nichols gets it across. Underneath it goes Kwamba all alone underneath the basket. Isaacson with 4 fouls, can't challenge her much. Vonda Kwamba with her basket, 10 points for her. Pulling with 20, Kwamba with 10. And there's a travel as everybody groans when Oka killed her dribble, drug her foot. The official agreed. Arnold back into the ball game. Adams, Nichols, pulling with a shot in the lane, won't go, and Isaacson with a rebound, came up short. Grubb with it. Down goes Pulling, she gets up, Grubb in the corner, but with the ball. Pulling now, watching Arnold in the corner. Underneath it goes, and a strip. Somebody's fouling out because both girls standing there for Central have 4 fouls, so somebody's leaving. Whether it is Kwamba or whether it is Nichols. Michelle Nichols, her 5th personal foul. She leaves. Leah Johnson checks back in. Free throw is good. I've said that often enough. Shooting over 80% from the line. And the whistle blows for some reason. Moisture on the floor as everybody's doing a 2-step out at half court. They get the towel out, but by the time they get the towel out there, it'll be dry as they clean up. Don't know how we got moisture on the floor there. Nobody was there much, but it's back to an 8-point advantage. The Eagles have got to find a way in the next 4:58 to overcome an 8-point deficit, and it's not going to be by fouling. Adams. Kwamba back to Adams. Across midcourt. Pulling on the right wing. Johnson comes to give her a pick. Does so. Into the corner it goes to Adams. Back inside, Johnson double team. Kwamba with a three on the way. Can't get it to go. Adams tries to get the ball from Isaacson. Can't do that. Grubb with the ball and an 8-point lead. This is Joseph. Inside it goes. Puts it up, no good. Tellez with the rebound. Trying to get it ahead. That's ill-advised. Underneath official says it's out off of Central. The side official is going to come in and confer with her and say that it was out off of Baker. We'll see who had a better look at it. So says it's a tip pass goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Central. Down 8 with the ball. Tellez. Pulling with it. Got two chasing her. Finds her way to the hoop. Scoops it up and in. Armani pulling and a timeout called by Coach Davis. That'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, 69-63. Pulling now with 22 in the ball game. Johnson with 13. And Kwamba with 10. On the other side, it is Van Wielden with 13. And Grubb with 10 in the ball game right now. I'm looking to see who else. Arnold with 17, so they have 3 players in double figures as well. Both sides will be shooting bonus free throws from now on. Baker, 21 of 26 from the free throw line. Central, 16 of 25. So 4-point differential from the free throw line, and the three-point line is the other part. 7 of 19 for Baker, 5 of 18 for Central. This is Joseph with the basketball. Kwamba steps into the passing lane, steals the ball. Pulling with it, tries a spin move, can't get it to go, looks for a foul, doesn't get one called, talks to the official on the way back down the floor. Ball is tipped. Arnold with it. Grubb. 6-point game. Grubb going to take it to the hoop. Johnson with a block. 2-on-1 coming the other direction. That's pulling. Underneath to Tellez. Can't find anywhere to go and travels with the ball. Nope, foul called on the play. All she had to do was turn around and look at the basket, but she did not do that. She was looking to pass. She's going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair of free throws. And Tellez 2 for 2 from the line. Tonight, 2 for 2 from the line on the season. Had not scored before tonight. She's got 2, looking to put 2 more on the board, which would help greatly. First one back of the rim, no good. Johnson with 3 fouls. Kwamba with 4. Tellez has got 3 fouls. Second free throw, no good as well. And Bird with a rebound. Bird in the ball game with only 4 points. Isaacson steps to the hoop, puts it up. Shots blocked, and we'll see which. That's going to go on Johnson, and that's her 4th personal foul. First free throw is good. Second free throw also good. I'm going to look real quick at my stat numbers. They were 72% from the free throw line in the first half, and they are at 82% almost right now. So they've picked it up a lot. It's back to an 8-point lead. Adams looks inside, pulling in the corner. Johnson Spins around, puts it up and in. Isaacson went baseline to try and get the steal, didn't get it. Johnson spun to the lane, put it up and in. She's got 15. Here comes pressure from Pulling and Adams. Oka gets it across. Isaacson with it, gives it back to Grubb. 2:50 to go here in the game, and it's a 6-point advantage for Baker. Grubb against Kwamba. Isaacson in the lane, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, can't get it to go. Johnson had it, can't get it to go. Johnson fouls out now with her 5th foul, second player to foul out for the Eagles. She's got 5 and heads to the bench. Nat Spiegel going to come in just a second. Coach Davis wants to, he's got 30 seconds to make a substitute, and he's going to use all of it to get somebody into the game, icing the shooter a little bit as he goes along. Nat Spiegel will check in. Johnson checks out, fouls out with 15. Cunningham back in the ball game. Van Wielden at the line where she is 5 for 6 in this ball game. Crawls in. Back to a 7-point ball game. Now it's a 3-possession game with 2:38 to go. Adams, Spiegel, Kwamba gets across half court. Spiegel just back into the game. Adams, not a threat to shoot from the outside as of yet. In the lane to Spiegel. She puts it up. She's fouled. I think Cunningham will get that one. They better hope it's Cunningham because otherwise it'll be Bird, and that'll be 5 for her. Well, maybe not because Cunningham now fouls out. That's 5 for her. And Nat Spiegel will be at the free throw line. Isaacson back in. She's got 4. Bird's got 4. Kwamba's got 4. 2 players have already fouled out for Central. Spiegel's first free throw is good. She's a 70.6% free throw shooter. Second one comes up short. Kwamba tips it, ends up with it, and it's a jump ball, but it will be Baker basketball on alternating possession. Stays a 7-point deficit. As Grubb's going to take it out. Looks for somebody. Going to get it in. That's Van Wielden in the corner. Oka. Van Wielden gets it across half court. Bird with a 3 on the way. Going to rim out, no good. Pulling with a long rebound. She's going to challenge Bird, who's got 4 fouls. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Blocking foul. And Armani Pulling going to go to the free throw line. Oka with the foul. That's her first personal foul. Pulling is 5 for 7 from the free throw line. Now these points become very valuable. She's got 2 free throws. First one rims out, no good. That's 3 missed points from the free throw line in the last couple of trips down the floor. Pulling makes the second one. Back to 6. Amold checks back in. Van Wielden checks out. Van Wielden. Grubb. Oka. Amold puts it up and in. She has had a fantastic night from the floor. She is 7 of 10 from the floor in the ball game with 19 points off the bench. Pulling in the lane. Baseline jumper won't go. Isaacson with a rebound. Amold with it. Ahead to Grubb, lays it up, can't get it to go, but there's Isaacson with a putback. And it's back to a 10-point lead with 1.5 to go. And there's a foul on Bird at half court. Stops the clock, sends Pulling to the line, and fouls Bird out of the game. Second Baker player to foul out. 2 Central players have already fouled out. Van Wielden checks back in. First one's good. Second one, also good. Eight, Grubb. Oka, she's fouled by Spiegel. Oka is a 69.6% free throw shooter. Short. 8-point game, 1:20 to go. Oka in the ball game has 5 points. Misses them both, pulling with a rebound. Still life at down 8 with 1:17 to go. Spiegel, Telez, Spiegel again. On the line, takes it down the lane. Scoop shot won't go. Kwamba battles for it. Van Wielden comes out with it. Foul called, and we're going to have a conversation about the foul. And that foul will go on Adams, I believe, as they separate, send everybody to the benches to kind of calm down a little bit. Central with 2 timeouts left, as does Baker have 2 left with 1:05, and we'll go to the free throw line when we come back to action. Men's action here in about 15 minutes after this one ends. Baker and Central men going at it in the next ball game. As we wait for this timeout to end, as they're looking at the monitor. That's why they sent everybody to the sideline. They're looking to see if it was an intentional foul or a flagrant foul of some sort. But it just looked like reaching in and grabbing to this announcer. But they have the benefit of replay that they can go back and forth and look at it frame by frame if need be. As they continue to look at it. As they continue to look. 1:05 to go. It's an 8-point advantage, and Baker will be shooting free throws of some sort. As they decide, now they're going to switch spots, and the official that was at midcourt is going to come look at it while they determine what exactly went on in that exchange underneath the basket. Lady Eagles in danger of falling to 3-3 in the conference and 4-3 overall. This group had big shoes to fill after last year because the last year's team only lost 2 games all season. Now the officials are going to group up. So they're going to go explain to Coach Davis what's going on after this lengthy delay. After all of that, Coach Davis, can't tell what he said, but I can tell he was rolling his eyes as he walked away. Just looks like a foul. Van Wielen. First one rattles around and falls in. She's got 16 in the ball game, 4 players in double figures for the Lady Wildcats. She makes them both. Back to a 10-point advantage with a minute to go. Spiegel cuts through. Telez with a 3 on the way and hits it. Camilo Telez. She's got 5. Oka. Ahead it comes to Isaacson. She lays it up and in. She's got 12. And a pass over the head as Spiegel throws it over Kawamba's head. 46.8, 9-point advantage. And it comes to Oka. To Amold. Van Wielen bumped by Spiegel. Spiegel with her 3rd personal foul. Jones gets ready to check back in. Van Wielen, 7 of 8 from the free throw line in this game, and she's got 2 more. She's got 17 in the game. Misses the first. They updated. She was 9 of 10. Now she's 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Second free throw good. 10-point advantage with 41.5 to go. Adams, Jones. Back to Adams. Going to have to cut and go to the basket. Can't run the weave out in front. Telez looks for somebody to pass to. Can't. Adams. Kwamba on the baseline. Telez down the lane. Loses the handle on the ball. It's on the floor. Van Wielen. And pulling after it, or Kwamba after it. It's out of bounds. Central ball with 21.4 to go, down 10. Jones will take it out of bounds. Pulling. To the hoop. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Tries to draw the foul. Nothing called there. And we'll see if Amold just dribbles it out to the hoop. Nope. She's going to put it up and score. She's got 21 off the bench, and that is going to do it. Adams doesn't take the last shot. Telez does. Doesn't go, and that's your final score. 84-72. Baker goes to 5-3 overall and 4-2 in the conference. Eagles fall to 4-3 and 3-3 in the conference. We'll be back in about 15 minutes or so with men's action here from Central Methodist in just a little bit. 84-72 the final. We'll be back in just a little bit with the men's action. Come back and watch that as well, as not everybody has left the court yet, but looks like they're